I am here at the Urban Elite Pro Wrestling Dojo with Saul, Braddock X. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing well, Labzy. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. And now you've been doing this for a while. Now I want to ask you, and first and foremost, what is the vision of what you're doing here?
All right, so the vision for Urban Elite Pro Wrestling and this dojo space is obviously to recruit new students, guys that are very interested in the sport of wrestling, and to train them for pro wrestling in a very different kind of way. You know, going back to paying respect to the foundation of what this business was made of, and that was of its grappling aspects.
Is it kind of like, you know, you look at WWE and those types of sports?
Yeah.
Is this kind of like your version of it, or is it something different? Tell me more.
I think when it comes to the theatricality of it, I do want to pay respect there and obviously do things that, you know, tribute to that. But ultimately, the Urban Elite Pro Wrestling favors the sportsman over the showman. So you do have showman qualities, obviously, because it is pro wrestling and you got to respect that. But at the same time, we've kind of stripped away the strikes, stripped away the weapons, stripped away any kind of addition to the foundation that has actually, you know, been the origin of this entire, you know, evolution.
So you're basically bringing back the old classic wrestling, as well as the origin of where it all started. You're basically bringing it back into the 21st century. Is that what the goal is? Is that a part of the vision?
100%. I think a story can be told with your own two hands. You don't even have to hit ropes to tell that.
Nah, interesting, man. And so how big do you want to get this? Like what's the end goal to this? What is the end result for Urban Elite Pro Wrestling?
Okay, so the end result is to integrate this into the pro wrestling culture as a new branch that pays a lot of respect to the roots of the tree that we all are a part of, in regards to, you know, death match wrestling, in regards to the showman, the wrestling that favors the showman, the high flyers, the luchadors. We're all different branches. This is just going to be one that is, you know, going to take form and ultimately multiply and, you know, kind of be added into what is normal for pro wrestlers to, you know, train themselves for.
Now, doing this independently, because I know you do this independently,
Yeah.
What are some obstacles that you face on a daily trying to create the vision of Urban Elite Pro Wrestling?
I think because it is a fresh idea, and the only reference I have is from 100 years ago of what I'm trying to create, you know, articulating the vision is more so done by showing you what I'm doing rather than telling you. So I can explain it to a pro wrestler, I can explain it to a pro wrestling fan, but the best way to kind of get this up and about really does come down to just documenting the process, recruiting people, and, you know, kind of letting it organically develop into the scene.
No, that's fantastic, man, and I hope everything works out for you. I think it's a great idea. I think it's a great way to kind of take a different approach, because I agree. Like I think that it's entertaining sometimes with WWE and that, you know, that federation there, but at the same time I feel like we're losing the love of the sport. I feel like we're losing you know, the love for it. It just feels like we're getting more entertained than inspired.
Yes.
So that's where I think that what you're doing is a fantastic idea. We're trying to bring the inspiration back. A little bit of entertainment, yeah, sure, why not? But it's more educational. It's more fitness. It's more love.
Yes.
For the sport.
Yes, and you know what, Labzy, in saying that, all the things you just said, it means it's more catering to an everyday civilian. They can pick up wrestling by doing what we do here at Urban Elite Pro Wrestling. It's not just limited to becoming a showman and having to do, you know, that kind of blueprint or abide by that kind of blueprint. It's going back to the basics where any man, even in the audience, can pick this up by training for it.
Now, how can people find you? How can people get started? What do they have to do?
Okay, so one of the best places to contact me is on my Instagram page. Instagram handle is Urban Elite Pro Wrestling Dojo. Or else I think we changed it. It's actually Urban Elite Pro Wrestling only. Or you can email me at saulbraddockx@gmail.com.
Well, there you have it, folks. I've had a really good time here. I also train with Saul, Braddock X with a different program, but he's very wise. He's very passionate about what he does, and he really wants everyone else to be inspired and have that love for the sport as well. So really go contact this man, and you don't know, you might learn something. So enjoy.